Good morning, friends around the world. Let's continue our meditation series, inspired by the popular book Body, Mind, and Spirit, published through Hazelden. There is a story I had written back in the days when I was doing my graduate work in pastoral counseling that I'd like to share with you today. Some of you may be familiar with it. It's titled The Great Mathematician. About 200 years ago, there was a man who traveled the countryside, teaching people the wonders of math. He would enter the town, gather the people around him, and say, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the great mathematician, and I'm here to teach you the wonders of math. The first wonder is 3 plus 3 equals 6, and the people would applaud. And then he'd say, and the second wonder of math is 5 plus 5 equals 11, and the people would applaud. He would then pack up his things and go on to the next town, until one day he got word that the master mathematician was going to be in the next town where he was teaching. He got all excited. He didn't know who the master was, or what he looked like, so he couldn't spot him in the crowd. Well, he entered the town and did the usual thing. 3 plus 3 equals 6, and 5 plus 5 equals 11. As he finished, he looked around to see if the master would make himself known. But alas, he didn't. So he packed up his things once again and started towards the next town. As he was walking down the road, he felt a tap on his shoulder. He turned around and he saw a woman smiling at him and said, "Yes?" She said, "You're the great mathematician, aren't you?" He said, "Yes, I am." "And who are you?" She said, "I'm the master mathematician." "Wait a minute. You're the master?" he said in disbelief. She said, "Yes, I am." The great mathematician was taken aback and said, "Well, did you see me teach in the last town?" She responded, "Yes, I did." "Well, what did you think of my teaching, master?" She said, "You love to teach math, don't you?" He said, "Yes, it's my life." "Well, you do it well," she said. "Oh, thank you, master. That means a lot to me. But son, there are two things I'd like to share with you this morning. You're correct when you say that 3 plus 3 equals 6. But you're mistaken when you teach that 5 plus 5 equals 11. 5 plus 5 doesn't equal 11. It equals 10. To which the great mathematician dropped to his knees and cried out to God, "I've been teaching people all these years that 5 plus 5 equals 11, and I was wrong?" The master mathematician smiled, offered her hand to help him get up, and she said to him, "Today, you have become a better mathematician." You and I spend most of our life proclaiming our truths, especially with those who disagree with us. And we never grow into better human beings. We're stuck. But when we are willing to not only recognize where we are wrong, but promptly admit it, we advance in our humanity. Today brings us a new hill to climb and a new view from the top. Taking time to reflect about our daily journey is a challenging adventure in self-discovery. Looking down, we see our past trials and difficulties as lessons to learn from. Letting go of our old baggage as we end our day will give us a bright window to open onto tomorrow. Completing a daily inventory creates a good foundation for living peacefully. Honestly acknowledging the things we have done or said to hurt others or others enables us to say, "I'm sorry," or "I was wrong," and to begin each day with a clean slate and a peaceful heart. As we empty ourselves of regret by making amends to ourselves and others, we make room for the love and comfort of God. Let's spend the rest of the time we have together and consider these things. Am I really willing to be wrong and promptly admit it? Or do I stay right in my conflicts with others? if I'm reluctant to admit I'm wrong, why is that so? Today, help me take inventory and make amends where I need to.